until the notification goes out. How much battery power do I have on here? Hopefully I have some battery power. Let's see, did it send out my notification yet? Okay, notification just went out. We're gonna give people some time to come on in, and then we're gonna be looking at the energy. And I want to do something as to where the planets are going to. So, welcome. I'm waiting for everybody to join. Happy Aries season. Happy Aries season. So we are going to look at where these planets are right now. I'm just waiting for a few more people to jump on. I'm sorry I missed you guys on Friday. We were supposed to have an awesome Friday. On Friday, I just want to say a lot of shit hit the fan on Friday. You know, people close to me needed help on Friday. So on Friday, my schedule was thrown off. And I also want to say on Friday, too, was a full moon in Libra. So there was a lot going on as far as energy is concerned. So what we're going to do is take a look at these planets and see what's going on in the planets. And maybe this can help you to get an idea of why you feel the way you feel. Hey, how you doing? Maybe this can give you some perspective on what's going on, why you feel the way you feel. Maybe why you're feeling some of the changes that's needed, okay? And for any of you that are Patreon subscribers, you do need to know that the 369 reading is up on Patreon, okay? I did a live one last week, and the new one should go up by Wednesday. So next week's 369 reading on Patreon should be up by Wednesday, okay? So we're just gonna give people a little bit more time to come on in. And if you are missing the intro, I want you to go ahead and do playback. So this is going to be more of an informative live today, okay? So I know, sorry about that, y'all. I got a doctor's appointment, so I have to jump off of here at least by 2:15. So I want to make this as impactful as needed, okay? So I know that jumping back into this, I know that I wanted to do things differently. I know that my style of teaching and doing cards, I don't want to say have changed, but it's just deepened more where I feel like this, you know, reading the tarot is really a way to help people, right? This is all about being able for you to tap into your true you, right? Now, one of the things that I do teach on this channel is that you're not just responsible for mastering your sun sign, aka the month that you were born. You're responsible for mastering all 12 aspects of the zodiac wheel because you interact with these energies or these archetypes on a daily basis, okay? I have broken them down in different ways so you guys can actually understand how these energies interplay, not just within you, but also within your relationships. And I find what I'm going to be spending a lot of time on here is really the archetype of the zodiac sign and mixing it with the tarot cards, okay? We're in a time right now where the energy, and if we go back to maybe 1.5, 2 years ago when I talked about the timeline. So we're in a time now where you can look around you and there is so much energy in the air that if you're not careful, you can feel, I want to say, the anxious energy that's in the atmosphere with all of the stuff that's going on around the world. You can feel the energy pulling you away from your focus and the things that you want to get done. You can feel energy of guilt. You can feel energy of maybe things are not where you think they should be, okay? Today is the first day for Aries season, so I want to say welcome to the new zodiac year, okay? So we're starting a whole new zodiac calendar year. Today's the first day of Aries season. Now, let me just say this to you. If you're not aware of Aries, right? Aries is a fire sign, and it's also a cardinal sign, which means that it's pretty flexible. It doesn't need to be fixed into one particular thing, okay? So it's also a sign where action is going to be required. Passion is going to be required, okay? Aries rules your head and your adrenal glands, okay? And I also want to let you guys know Aries is what you would consider to be a positive polarity. So when we're dealing with positive polarities, we're dealing with masculine energy. Okay, so whenever you hear me talk about positive and negative, we're really just talking about the types of energy. Okay, so positive energy is going to be masculine energy, and negative energy is going to be feminine energy. And we're really not talking so much about, like your negative person or your bad person. We're more talking about electricity. Okay, one of the things that I learned in school is that you need a positive charge and you need a negative charge, and then you need a grounder, okay, to be able to produce electricity, okay, at least to be able, the grounder is so that you won't get shocked in the process, okay, but you need a grounding agent, so you will be that grounding agent between your masculine energy and your feminine energy. So masculine energies are positive energy, which is just the spark, the intention. There's more doing or more logical energy coming from a masculine type energy. So we stepped into this masculine energy, we stepped into this positive energy, we stepped into Aries season, which means that you are going to be required to really focus on who you are. Aries represent the I amness. This energy represents who you want the world to view you as. This is your personal power. How are you going to be walking through the next 12 months? Right? How are you going to be moving through and representing yourself in this energy through the next 12 months? Okay. One of the things that happened with this full moon energy in Libra, it required you to do some balancing, some letting go of things that no longer served you. And I can tell you, when I came back on last week, I started off just thinking, I am going to go ahead and I am going to go back into things, and I have this timeline, I have this timeline, I have this timeline, I have this timeline. And what I noticed as the full moon came in last week, whatever timelines that I thought I had to throw those timelines out. Whatever timelines I felt like I had coming into Aries season of last year to where I am now, I'm no longer the same person. So because today begins a new year with that full moon that just happened on Friday, there are a lot of things that I had to throw out. So I was going to be able to launch the 100-day guru journey. Hey, Aisha. I thought I was going to be able to launch the 100-day guru journey, just coming right back into things. And when I came back last week, I realized, okay, I've been gone for 4 months. It's not going to be as easy, right? I need to be able to, get connected again with you guys. I've been gone for a minute. So I just, I need to work my way back into this. And I also recognized that I needed help. I needed help in the areas that I know is not my niche. So I went out and I seeked help, and I'm going to be wrapping up, getting the help that I need this week to be able to bring you guys more content, to be able to get some things done behind the scenes that it's just not my lane, right? So that was one thing that I had to let go of last week. I had to let go of the need to think that I can do this all by myself. The need to think that I can do this all by myself. And I'm not talking about the inner work here. I'm talking about, I don't know how much of you have access to Patreon. And I don't know if you were able to play the 369 reading. But the 369 reading talked about your community or your core of people, right? I was able to realize that I can't do this by myself. There are only things that other people is good at, that's their gifts, is that I can't do, and I needed to ask for help within the community. So I did, okay? So now, I want you guys to know we're going to be working, like I said, with the planets, and I want to run down exactly what's going on in the planets so you can have an idea of what you're interacting with this week, okay? And then I'm going to post some cards at the end. I just spent some time talking about Aries. We are now in Aries season. This is your first house energy. This is how you want to be represented. This is your I am energy, right? This is where you step into who you are for the next 12 months, okay? So we have the sun in Aries, but we now have the moon currently in Scorpio. So we have Aries ruled by Mars, and we have a Scorpio that's co-ruled by Mars and Pluto. So what's going on right now is Mars requires action, right? But at the same time, that Scorpion energy within moon, which represents your emotion, is going to require you some emotion. So there can be a lot of intense emotions happening right now in your moon placement. Okay, now just so you know, everyone for the next 30 days have to interact with Aries energy. So if you're trying to interact, so let me give you an example of how the energy works. Okay, I'm a Scorpio. Okay, So the sun is not in Scorpio, which means that my archetype of my planet does not have the light. Okay, we're not in that archetypal energy. So if you're trying to use major transformation in the sun right now, you're not going to be able to get that. That intense energy that you would be feeling all month from Scorpio, you're not going to get that. You are going to get intense energy from Aries, because Aries is about doing. Aries is also about protection. Aries is also about making, Aries is also about passion. It's about initiation. It's about you being able to take that first step, right? So this energy right now is going to require you to take that first step. The sun is in Aries. It's going to require you to take the first step and present to the world and to yourself what type of energy you want to move through within this next 12 months. That energy, however, can be explosive. Right. So you have to be mindful of that, especially with the moon being in Scorpio. The moon being in Scorpio can be intense energy. It can be very passionate energy, and it can also come across a little aggressive. Now, for the lower vibrational Scorpios that are not dealing with things, or for the lower vibrational people that are not dealing with things, the Scorpio energy can, I want to say, bring out malicious and revengeful and vindictive things happening within people's emotions right now. Okay. So you got lower vibrational people right now where the moon is placed, that you can see them doing tit for tat. Okay. You can also find right now, because Mercury is in Pisces, you can also find a lot of miscommunication, but I want to say not miscommunication based on, oh, we just misunderstood each other. I'm talking about purposeful miscommunication. Right? When I say purposeful miscommunication, like people are giving you the narrative based on their own experience. Okay. So you're not getting so much the truth, you're getting their version of the truth. Okay. So just be mindful as you're moving throughout this week and you're interacting with people, right? If people are not doing their work, you're not necessarily going to be getting the truth from them when you're communicating. You may be getting a version of the truth. Okay. Especially if they don't look, intuitively what I'm feeling, especially if they don't look too good in the light. All right. Especially if they're phased with the victim mentality. Okay. You can find people communicating with a lot of emotional, intense energy, but they're, boom, here we go. Wrong and strong energies is what's popping up in this energy. Okay. Now, the placement of where your heart is, like that Venus energy where love resides, that's in Aquarius right now. Now Venus being in Aquarius, you can find people a little detached from love, or a little aloof of people's feelings when it comes to love. Not to mention, right, emotionally, hey Kelly Kales, not to mention emotionally, that intense energy coming in from Scorpio, and that sun being in Aries where you got to show people who you are. This is who I am. Hey Angela Moon, right? This is who I am. So you can find within this energy that everyone wants to solidify who they are in this energy. And if you're not doing your work, you can find the victim mentality in people, and people are not necessarily going to be keen with Venus is right now. It's like Venus wants to be heard, right? Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So that Uranus energy, if it's not aligning with where your purpose is, hey Saturn return, if that Uranus energy is not aligning with how you think love should be, how you think love should how you should experience love, because you just know, right, how you want love to be experienced, you're not trying to hear that. You're not trying to hear that. Oh, you see, okay, see? Hey, it's Pepper. I'm telling you right now, you have to understand that you're interacting with these energies on a daily basis. And sometimes if you're not aware where the moon placement is, for example, you don't know why you feel overly emotional. Like I say, right now the moon is in Scorpio. Some of you are feeling this intense emotion to express yourself, right? Or, Scorpios, you could be quick to say no before you even hear the full story, right? Like you just know, no, I don't even want to hear it. No, it's no, right? This is who I am. This is what I want to do, and I don't want to hear it. So people will be expressing themselves with that intense energy as we're moving throughout. I want to say, when does Scorpio, when does the moon change? Let's see. Give me a second. The moon changes. Okay, so the moon enters Sagittarius tomorrow. And so I want to say, let me just say this. As the moon transition into Sagittarius tomorrow, because the sun is in Aries, you are going to feel the need to be more vocal about your shit. So keep in mind, right? People will feel more vocal about their shit and expressing themselves and being blunt as you move through that energy in Sagittarius, okay? So don't take things personal tomorrow when people start communicating their truth, okay? Venus is in Aquarius. That's Uranus energy. So it's not aligning with where I'm going. I'm smashing that shit up. I'm breaking it up. And we just going to move on to the next. Aquarius is also in Mars. So you have the sun in Aries, right? Mars is ruling Aries and Scorpio, and Aquarius is now in Mars, which is that Uranus energy again, right? So Mars energy, once again, is protection. Mars energy is all about action. It's all about your passions, right? Mars energy can also be that warrior. I'm a fight to the death to protect what I have. Whether it's an idea, whether it's an emotion that no longer works for you, whether it's emotion that you're correcting right now, or a physical habit that you're correcting, right? Mars is all about protecting, right, what you feel is important to you. Okay? So be mindful as we transit over to Sagittarius's energy. We are still in Aries sun, so you can still feel people projecting their I amness. Okay, this is about who I want you to view me as outwardly. Okay, and Aries, once again, is cardinal, so it's not so much like a Scorpion energy, right? So Scorpion energy is very fixed. This is the way it is, right? And that's it. With that Aries energy, this is the way it is, but if this is not working for me, I could just ram myself through that and create another way, right? So this is where people is right now. Like, shit, if this is not working for me, you don't think, oh, like, I'm just going to figure this shit out by myself then, right? So you have a lot of that going on. What you do need to be mindful of is how people are communicating, because with Mercury and Pisces, that's illusions. People is going to be buying their own bullshit, okay? Just so you know. We do have Jupiter in Pisces also, which means if you're selling bullshit, Jupiter is going to expand your bullshit. But if you're dispelling positive energy, it's going to expand whatever it is you're putting out. So be mindful what you're communicating, not just to other people, right? With Mercury being in Pisces, you got to be mindful also of what you're communicating with the universe and with yourself, right? And not to mention, going back to that full moon on Friday in Libra was asking you to let go of the shit that no longer works. Let go of the things that are no longer balanced. Let go of the things that are no longer feeling right, okay? This is so much not a season for you to just, you got to pay attention to your gut in this season, okay? Especially in Aries season, you got to pay attention to your gut. Keep it in mind. I want to point out a few things here, right? We got, in the laws with Pisces. Mercury's in Pisces. Jupiter's in Pisces. So Mercury is communication. Jupiter is expansion and knowledge, right? Theology, philosophy. And then you also have Pisces at home in Neptune, right? And Pisces and Neptune is that great awakening. This is supposed to where you learn how to serve or to suffer, right? So let's talk about that for a while, because if Neptune is in Pisces, which is his home, we're supposed to be getting a greater awakening spiritually. You're supposed to be lining up to your spiritual path, right? You're supposed to be able to start to line up to where you're trusting yourself. Now, Chiron in Aries is supporting this, because Chiron has been healing Aries for over a year now, right? So Chiron in Aries is coming in to support this. But if you're not careful, Pisces can give you illusions, right? Pisces can give you illusions that are not true, but because you can be holding on to pain, right? And creating experiences that no longer serve you, okay? Let me give you an example. If you keep having the same experience with different people, the common denominator is you, which means that you got to look at that Pisces energy somewhere, maybe with how you communicate, maybe with what you're putting out into the ethers, because it's expanding your bullshit, it's expanding your loneliness, it's expanding your depression, whatever it is, right? Pisces is going to create that illusion. The thing that you need to understand, especially when we get to Pisces, because we just ended Pisces season, today's the first of Aries season. By the time you get to Pisces season, it's kind of known as the dustpan of the zodiac sign. When you get to Pisces season, all the lessons that you had not learned stemming from Aries season all the way down to Aquarius season, by Pisces season, you should be able to get what you didn't get, right? All 11 months. Pisces is there to teach you the art of suffering or serving. And if you've been studying with me for a while, you know that we do not have to suffer. You do not have to sacrifice. You can make choices and you can make decisions. Choices and decisions. Choices and decisions. And you don't have to suffer. Okay? You don't have to suffer. So let me explain how this look in the Pisces illusion. If you don't understand why you feel like all of a sudden people are ganging up on you or people are talking shit about you, reevaluate who you've been ganging up on and who you've been talking shit about. You're going to have to start reevaluating how you are moving because you are interacting with energy, right? So Pisces is saying to you, look, let's be honest about this, right? Neptune is all about awakening. It's all about you being able to understand that this journey is really all about love. And at the end of the day, everybody really just want to be loved and accepted. Whether you are not, especially if you're a narcissist, especially if you're a narcissist, because narcissists crave attention and love. At the end of the day, everyone wants to be accepted and loved for who they are, where they are, right? And let's just even add, maybe even forgiven for some fucked up shit that they've done. And let's be honest, we've all done fucked up shit. Like, we've all done it. This is how I'm able to sit before you today and tell you guys how to move in this energy, because I've had some experiences that have pushed me to get into myself, have pushed me to look and reevaluate me. Right? So, full moon came in Libra, and the full moon in Libra was saying you can't do things the old way anymore. If you had a structure, we just ended a zodiac calendar year. We're now in a new year as of today. So you can't do the same things. You can't do the same things anymore. Right? Mercury saying that don't communicate with lies anymore. Let's take a look at how that feels. Okay, Mercury is saying in Pisces, don't communicate with lies anymore. If your feelings are hurt, be honest, my feelings are hurt. Right? If you feel happy, be honest, I feel happy. If you feel sad, be honest and say you feel sad. So this is the thing. The thing is, you have to acknowledge where you are so you can move past it. The more that you deny where you are, you can't, it's kind of like a blockage. And remember, we're in Aries season. Aries is going to push through that wall, push through that wall, push through that wall, right? But in order for you to push through that wall, you have to begin with yourself. You have to peel back the layers of yourself. For the next 30 days, we're going to be going on a journey through Aries and really asking yourself, what do I want now? Where am I now? Right? So we've now went through 12 months. We're now starting over another year. What do I want now? Where am I now? What no longer works for me now? Right? And you're going to have to learn to combine your masculine and your feminine. It's no longer about operating out of balance between your masculine and your feminine. Some months is going to require you to work from your feminine. Right? Some months are going to require you to do that. Okay? Some months are going to require you to work from your masculine, which is your logical. Feminine is more your emotional. And you're going to have to find a balance between both. Okay? Another thing that we're going to be dealing with this month as we move through Aries season is we're going to be dealing with fear. We're going to be dealing with fear. We're going to be dealing with what's stopping you from being who you truly are. Right? And we're going to go on this journey together. And we're going to do that using some pulls, the 369, which you guys can find on Patreon, okay? You can become a Patreon member and get access to the 369 videos. I'm also going to be doing 369 videos here, but it's not going to be in depth as on Patreon, okay? Let me finish going through this planets. I wanted to make sure that I got everything. Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, so now listen to me here because this is important. Okay, so you have Uranus also sitting in Taurus. That's important. Taurus is your money house. Okay, so you have Uranus sitting in your house of money. Okay, Uranus being in your house of money, once again, is going to come in and saying, if this is not the way that you're supposed to make money, guess what? I'm going to fuck this shit up. So for those of you that are on jobs that you know that you're not supposed to be on and you've been getting that urge to do something different, don't be surprised if there's something going on to push you to make a change. Okay? Uranus is in Taurus, and Uranus is, if this is not the path and how you should be making money, okay, I'm gonna fuck your shit up. Now, Aries is giving you an opportunity to get some things done. Aries is giving you an opportunity to get in that passion back so you can get things done. But if you're still trying to make money the old way and you're not happy, right? That's why you're no longer in a season where you can make money the old way, especially if it's not bringing you any happiness. You're not going to be able to do that, okay? You're not going to be able to do that. You also have Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto in Capricorn is going to require more structure. All right, Pluto is all about transformation, and Scorpio is dual ruled by Mars, which is about action, passion, that intensity, and then you have Pluto, which is about that transformation, making that change. Right now, Pluto is in Capricorn, so Pluto is really having that conversation with Capricorn and saying, okay, what do we need to discipline here? Where do I lack discipline in my life? Where do I need order? Where do I need structure? But keep in mind also that Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn, is a timekeeper, which means that Capricorn or Saturn is tracking how you were spending your time, your energy, your money, your love. It's tracking these things, right? And Pluto is saying to Capricorn, all right, so what we need to change here? What's working? What's not working? Okay, what's not working, right? Now, and if it's not working, let's get some order, let's get some structure, let's get some discipline, right? It's a new time. Things got to get done. Aries is like getting things done energy, okay? So, I don't know. I'm going to read the comments in a second, y'all. I really want to get through this because I got to jump off at 2:30 to go to my doctor's appointment. I will be back this week. You guys are going to be seeing more of me, and we're really going to be unpacking this energy, okay? Because people, we all need healing, and we all get to a place where we need encouragement to stay at to stay at a higher vibration. Life throws shit at you, and it can knock you on your feet for a little while, and it just like when you stop working out for 2 weeks, getting back into the habit of working out when you stop for 2 weeks is a little challenging. So imagine if you stop working out for 2 years. Right? It's the same thing in your spiritual walk. Sometimes you just need encouragement. Sometimes you need healing. Sometimes you need motivation. Okay. Yep. I do too. See, I'm a Scorpio, so I could have the tendency to procrastinate. Right? That's why I need a list, and I need to have like a to-do list, and I need, and I need details. Like, this is not playing. So when we get ready to hit the 100-day guru, I'm done. I'm at 100 pages. Like, we are done. So I have to map my stuff out. Like, I have to map my stuff out, or I would be procrastinating. Give me a deadline and you good. I'm not going to miss the deadline. But if I don't have a deadline, or if I don't have order, which is what Capricorn, aka Saturn, is saying. Right? Where is the order? Where is the discipline that's needed? And Aries is saying, we can get this done. I got the energy. This is what I do. I break walls down. I run through shit. This is what I do. Okay? Oh, is it a war you want? Okay, what we fighting for? Right? So you have a lot of energy right now supporting you to be able to make the changes. And I told you on the live last week that we're having signs that you are operating from new timelines. You're no longer in old timelines. You're just not, right? And if you are still living from an old timeline, you're going to be frustrated. You're going to be frustrated, okay? You are going to be frustrated, all right? So you got the North Node in Taurus, which means that money, okay? Your possessions. Okay, how are you moving right now with your money and your possessions? And this is what I want to say this too. I want to say this. When it comes to money, you can take your ego out of money. Money is energy. So whether or not you have humility or a big ego, money don't care. It's a relationship, right? So there is no big ego needed, right, to gravitate money. There's only an awareness that money is energy. And as a human being, you don't really want to be around anybody that has bad energy, right? You don't want to be around anybody that dislike you. You don't want to be around anybody that think you evil, right? So operating from a place that money is energy, especially operating from a place that money can be good energy, right? Not from a place that money bring problems and money bring bills, but money solves problems. You know, if you operate from that place where money solves problem and you and money are friends, you begin to gravitate that towards you. It's really about, we got to change the way we think about things, you guys. And relationships that we're in brings us to a place where we can acknowledge maybe some of the things within ourselves that we still need to work on. The relationship with my core people still points out to me things that I thought I was good on that I may need more healing with, or I thought that I wasn't doing as well in this area, but interacting with my core people, I realized that, wow, I've healed a lot in this area, right? Now, we do have Chiron still in Aries. Chiron being in Aries, it gives you that opportunity for you to heal you. Who are you? What do you want out of life? Right? Have you ever really stopped to ask yourself, who are you and what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? That's a simple question. And some people don't know what they want. And if you're looking outside of yourself for someone to fill you, you are going to fall short. Your perfection lies within your imperfection, guys. Right? And interacting with these archetypes from the zodiac wheel, what this does is this helps you to discover facets of yourself that you didn't even know was there, right? So you have the sun, which represents the personality that you show to the world. The moon represents your inner, what you don't show to the world, your emotions that you may hold close to your heart. Mercury is how you communicate. Venus, how you love. Mars, your that's your protection energy, right? Your warrior type energy, but that's also energy of getting shit done. Jupiter, the philosopher, the expansion of things, right? Saturn, discipline, order, timekeeping. Uranus is all about why you are here. Neptune, the great awakening. This is a spiritual journey. So all of these planets take you through facets within you for you to awaken to who you truly are. That's it. You can't be nobody but you. Right? You cannot be nobody but you. Okay? All right. So let's take a look and see what's going on. We're going to put in 5 cards. All right. This is how the pulls work now. All right. The pulls work where we pull the elements. We are pulling fire, air, earth, and water. All right. We're going to start off with air energy first. All right. And then we're going to jump on over to water. Then we're going to jump on over to fire and then earth. Okay. And then I'm going to break down, if you are not any of these particular signs, I'm going to break it down how you can utilize the energy from the archetype. We're also going to pull a 5th card, which is going to represent the message from spirit. Okay. Of how we are to move as we're moving throughout this week. All right. So here we go. And remember, energy is fluid. Take what you need, leave what you do not. These are definitely intuitive messages, okay? Take what you need, leave what you do not. This is not for everybody, all right? And I am okay with that. I really am, okay? Okay. See, I can't even begin to. So this is the spirit card, and it's saying you have to nurture. We just talked about that. Who are you? And let me just say this, nature versus nurture. You know, that's something that I've heard a few people talk about. Is it your nature to do things? Hey, Ashley, is it your nature to do things, right? Or are you nurturing yourself to do something that's not within your nature? So let's see how I can break this down differently. Okay, let me give you an example of how this can work. Money does not make the individual, but if somebody's nature, right, before they come into wealth, is a nasty, lower vibrational person, right? Nurturing them with money is not going to change their nature. I hope I'm getting across this. If somebody's nature is a warm, kind-hearted person. Okay, when they get money, that's just going to accentuate their nature, who they truly are. Okay, so in essence, you just got givers and takers. You have some people, what you tend to nurture is a nature that may not be high vibrational, and may be lower vibrational. But at the same time, everybody that comes into this experience may not be here for a high vibrational experience. That's something that you need to know. It's not everybody's graduation. Everybody ain't here to get this. Everybody's not here to get this. Everybody's not here to like the spiritual walk. Everybody's not even here to understand the spiritual walk. Okay? So what's your nature? What is your nature? What's your nature? How do you move when nobody else is looking? What type of expansion do you want in your life? Because whatever type of expansion you want in your life is linked to your nature. And if you're nurturing your nature, you are going to expand that. Okay? So Spirit is saying you need to nurture something, or look at what you're nurturing. Right? You're having an opportunity as we move through this energy to pay attention to what you're nurturing. All right? In your thoughts right now, and this is not far from Aries energy. In your thoughts right now, you have Leo's energy popping up, and they're saying it's time for you to shine. Right? Now, let me just say something about this Leo energy. This Leo energy, and it's a number 5 card, so it's also representing change. But with the Leo energy, you have to be careful here with your ego, because the Leo energy, sometimes you want to get all of the limelight and you don't want to share the credit with others who have helped along the way, or maybe even the people in the background, right? So you just want to be mindful as you're moving through this energy in your thought process, right? You're not stepping over anyone to get what you want. It's the difference between standing up for yourself and then stepping on other people to get what you want, okay? So right now, in the air placement, and this is going to be Gemini, it's also going to be Libra, and it's going to be Aquarius. If you are not a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, this air energy represents your thinking, okay? So how you should be thinking right now is shining. We're in Aries season. Who are you? What do you want to accomplish as we move through this next 12 months, okay? And Spirit is saying you want to nurture that. Nurture what you need to shine in this energy for this next 30 days. Nurture it. Okay. All right. In your emotions, which is water energy, this is going to be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. All right. If you're not a water sign, we're talking about your emotions. Okay. In your emotions is saying that you have to immerse yourself in this. Okay. Now, we just talked about that a little while ago. In order for you to move through this energy, you're going to have to balance your logical, and you're going to have to balance your emotional side. So like I said earlier, you're going to have to ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Why am I doing this? Why does this make me mad? Why does this make me sad? Ask yourself why. It shouldn't be so much about, oh, they hurt my feelings, or, oh, that's, ask yourself, why do you feel that way? Because some things you will find as you're going through this energy and you immerse yourself into what you're nurturing and being able to be who you really are, right? You'll begin to see that sometimes people just project shit, and sometimes you got to check people, but other times it's not even worth you being right. This is not a season where you have to be right all of the time. Let people have it. And I got to say, this is not a season for debates. So if you and hello, Aries, if you are an Aries and you are looking at this, and this is Aries season, and Aries can be the great debaters, this is not the season to debate people over the shit that you want to get accomplished. Right? It's not. And I want to go as far as to say you don't even have to explain shit to people in the season that are not part of the core that's helping you get shit done in this season. This season is about doing. Okay? And because Aries is a positive energy, which is masculine energy, and your emotions is saying you're going to have to balance your emotions, right? Aries can be explosive, which means that you don't get to just pop off just because you feel like it, and create a whole bunch of dead bodies and create a whole bunch of dead friendships. And then when you look around, You don't got no friends because you don't curse people out. You done said a whole bunch of fucked up shit about people that you can't take back, right? And we know Cancers get caught up in their feelings and hold a grudge. Come on now. We know that, right? So in this season, you won't have to get into your feelings so you can get out. This shouldn't be about they hurt my feelings. Why are my feelings hurt? That's where you need to go in this season. Why are my feelings hurt? Why does this bother me so much? Why is this on my mind so much? That's where you need to be, okay, in this Cancer energy. So your emotions are saying, or the water energy is saying, get into your feelings so you can get out of your feelings in this season, okay? Now, in the fire sign, this is going to be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, you got second house energy, which is Taurus energy, resources, money, possessions, right? Right now, we know the North Node is in Taurus, so it's telling you to take a look at how you spend money, how you make money, right? What's worth it to you financially? What's not? Do you need to restructure some things? Do you need to start that business? Do you need to keep lending people money? So you getting into your money, okay, is where the fire energy is at. So if you're not a Sagittarius, if you're not an Aries, if you are not a Leo, okay, what you can find here is that some type of action is going to be required if you're not a fire sign. There's going to be some type of action required as we're kicking this year off for you to put attention and focus on how you are making and earning and spending and using money. And I just want to say, and this is timely. This is timely too because of what's going on all over the world. So money is changing, so just be mindful of that. So this is very timely, okay? Pay attention to money, okay? Pay attention to your moolah, Okay, so now let's get the physical energy, which is going to be the earth energy. Earth is going to be you have Taurus, Capricorns, and then you have Virgos. If you are not a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo, earth energy means your physical possessions, but it also means you being able to manifest. That's the physical process of manifesting from your thoughts to your feelings and then the action that you're taking, right? So your thoughts produces emotions, or your emotions can produce thoughts, but thoughts and emotions is going to produce actions, which is fire energy, okay? So thoughts is air energy, emotions is water energy, action is fire energy, and earth energy is going to be the manifestation of all those three things. And what it's saying in the earth realm is you need to balance this shit, okay? You need to balance. You need to balance. Which means that you can't stick your head in the sand right now if something don't feel right. You got to go into your gut and you got to reevaluate. Let the things go that no longer serve you. If it's not bringing balance, but it's bringing stress into your life, you have to find ways to release things. You do not always have to be right in this energy. It's not about proving yourself to anyone in this energy. It's more about you being able to prove yourself to you. Hey, Shelly Bell. It's more about you being able to prove yourself to you in this season. It's not about you proving yourself to anyone. We've started a brand new zodiac calendar year today, okay? Started a whole brand new zodiac calendar year today. And I literally just found out over the weekend on Friday, I have to let go of whatever plans I thought I was going to be doing coming back in from a 4-month break. The dates and stuff that I had mapped out in my head after my meeting on Thursday, it was just not realistic for some of the things that I wanted to have done. And I had to ask for help. I had to go and I had to ask for help, right? I had to ask for help. I'm not a social media person, so I had to ask for help. So being honest with where you are, being honest with what your lane is, being honest about what you can do and what you can't do, right? And let me give you this too. If you know that you're doing your work and you know that you have not gotten where you need to be, but you get up every day, you take a step, even if it's a half a step, like you're taking a step, right? Just understand that this is not so much about you changing things immediately. Change is a process and it takes time. So you want to be kind to yourself. You want to be patient with yourself. You want to acknowledge the growth that you're going through, right? And you want to give yourself the space this season. You want to create a sacred space for you this season, All right. Whether that's in meditation, whether that's in your home, whether that's in a group or a community that you come together with, like you need to create some type of space in this season to be able to help you stay grounded, to be able to encourage you when needed, right? To be able to check you when needed. Okay. You know, you have some sycophants. You got some sycophants that will tell you everything that you need to hear, right? But the real people in your life is not always going to tell you things you want to hear. They not. So your nature versus your nurture. What are you nurturing? And are you nurturing your nature? Right? You need to shine. That don't mean step on other people to get your shine, right? But it's also not a season to shrink back. Okay? It's also not the season to shrink back. You're going to have to immerse yourself in your feelings, which simply means don't be over emotional. It means to get into your feelings so you can get out of your feelings. Ask yourself, why do you feel the way you feel? You see, the problem is people can manipulate you emotionally when they know you better than you know yourself. So when they know that you're going to be triggered when they say XYZ, right? And you don't know why you're triggered, you know it triggers you, but you don't know why that triggers you. That's the problem. Find out why things trigger you. Okay. Your second house is also saying, which is a fire energy, your action. Pay attention to your resources. And I just want to say here, this resources may not necessarily be physical to some of you. The resources could be the emotional aspect that's going to lead to the physical, right? Or the mental aspect that's going to lead to the physical. This is your action card right here. Action is that there's money out there for you, right? You have what you need to be able to manifest the things and experience that you want. And I just gave you a whole spew about money. Right? All right, y'all. I got a doctor's appointment, so I have to jump off and get ready to get on up out of here. I've been dealing with some sinus stuff, so I have to go get that taken care of today. But I'm back. So you guys just want to set your notification. It is Aries season, so for the next month, we are going to be going through Aries season. Okay, we're going to be going through exactly what that represents. We're going to be going through how you can utilize the energy. All right, and so once we get out of Aries season, we'll be going into Taurus season. Right, so from the 21st of March until the 21st of April, we're until the 20th of April, we're in Aries season, and then we cross over into Taurus season on the 21st of April. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to be back here on Wednesday, okay? I have therapy on Tuesday, so you guys are not going to see me on Tuesdays, but I'll be back here on Wednesday. If you are part of the Patreon community, the 369 reading is going to go up on Wednesday, all right? And I'll see you guys here back live on Wednesday. Bye, my loves.